Carolyn Hill. I'm a school librarian at Skyline High School in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I'm one of over 30 librarians in this district. And I'm here to talk today about Sora and how we use this ebook and audiobook library in our district. We got Sora up and running in fall of 2020, and it was really a lifesaver for literacy and reading in our district because the librarians were meeting with the kids over Zoom all that school year, 2020 to 2021, and classroom teachers could promote the use of Sora. And so it was really a great thing, and the district, I think, saw that it was helping with reading and helping with literacy, and it was very successful. Families were happy, kids were happy, everybody was using it, and so they've continued to invest in it, and so that's been really, really cool. We kind of teamed up with the English department here in Ann Arbor to use Sora books in the classroom at the secondary level for lit circles and for individual choice reading. So there are really cool things that we have done. So in the library, one of the advantages to using Sora and ebooks is that they are available to the kids within about 20 minutes. And so if a student were to come up to us and request an ebook or a print book, we could put it on our book list, and we work with a local bookstore, and we pick up books from them, every month or so. So we would say to a student, we can get that book for you, but it's going to be a while, maybe not for 2 or 3 weeks. Can we get that book in your hands? And if a student is excited about a hot book or the next book in a series or a popular book or a book that we have in the library, but it's checked out, then we can get it for them on Sora, and it can be on their Chromebook or on their phone within just a few minutes. So other ways that we use the app Sora in the classrooms is for choice and individual texts. And so, for example, in Shelby Eaton's 11th grade class, she wanted kids to read books about Indigenous people's experiences. She and I put together a whole list, maybe 30 different books to talk to the kids about, some that we had in print, some that she had in her classroom, and then some that we knew we could get through Sora. So we went to the classroom, talked about all these different books with the kids, and then they let us know what book they wanted to read. And then we've got a history of the Holocaust class, and in that class, we've got kids who are reading fiction or nonfiction about Holocaust topics. And so we've got students reading Night, and we've got students reading The Tattooist of Auschwitz, Anne Frank's graphic adaptation, which is a really beautiful book. And you wouldn't think that a graphic novel would work really well as an ebook, but it does. It does. It works beautifully. We would not have in our English department enough copies of these books in print, especially because there are a lot of contemporary titles, to be able to let all these kids use them. And in addition, we wouldn't have in our library multiple copies of all these different books for kids. And so being able to use Sora, it's really responsive to what the kids are interested in now. So some of the benefits to using Sora, well, there are a whole bunch. First of all, it has increased readership overall in the district at all grade levels. It's kind of like reading begets more reading. And so it's like you finish a book and then you're in the mode of reading. And so then you want to read another book. And so from the littlest kids on up, they're just gangbusters about reading. And it's been really cool to see that we're one of the top reading districts with our Sora numbers. This summer, I purchased a bunch of books with some Sora money. I had some work time in the summer to buy books. And we have this kind of like a dashboard that Sora puts together, and we can see in real time as the books are getting checked out. And so it was really gratifying as I was purchasing books to see kids would wake up the next day, hop on Sora, and then those books I had just purchased were being checked out. And the fact that it's summer and kids are not in school, but yet they're getting on Sora and checking out books feels really good. We know we're doing some good work here in the district. In addition, there are some really cool tools that Sora has. For example, kids can hold their finger down on a word or their cursor, and it pops up with the definition. And so kids are more likely to look up a word they don't know than they would be if they were reading a print copy of a book, because they would have to get out their phone or a dictionary app. Um, Another advantage is there's really cool annotation tools where they can highlight things and they can choose different colors to highlight them. And then they can make a note, and these notes all save. And so maybe they're going to make notes about characterization. Maybe they're going to make notes about setting. Maybe they're going to, whatever the topics are that the teachers want them to do things with, they can make these notes as they go. And the app saves where the note was. You can click right back on it. They can also export that note to their Google Drive and be able to work more with the notes that they made. In addition, there's like a search feature. So if they remember maybe a passage that they want to go back to and they don't know where it is, but they know there's a phrase or a certain word, they can search that and then it will take them right to that spot. So that's a lot easier than if you're reading a print book. One last thing, another benefit we've seen is we were able to connect every student's account with an Ann Arbor district library, our public library, with their account there. So every student, whether their family has a district library account or not, every student has an account through Ann Arbor District Library through their school. And so whether they live in the district or not, they now can access Ann Arbor District Library books. And so on Sora, we're able to link the Ann Arbor District Library's Sora version, which is through Midwest Collaborative Library Services, to their account. And so now they can browse not only our collection, but also the district library's collection, which is obviously much, much bigger than our district's choice of books. And so they can check out all kinds of books. Here we are, just a few years into our experience with Sora, and I would say the students in our district are really familiar with it and they enjoy using it. And it's helped with reading, it's increased reading, and there's some really cool tools. So we've loved Sora.